In the grand One Piece saga, the Wano Arc stands as the unyielding spirit of pirates in their quest for freedom and ambition. Part 6 of this arc unfurls atop the iconic Skull Dome, where the narrative takes us into a clash of titans, the formidable emperors against the tenacious worst generation. As the story unfolds, we find Big Mom and Kaido atop the Skull Dome, shrouded in an air of ominous plots and past secrets, including the origin of Kaido's mythical Zoan fruit. Their conversation is a prelude to the storm that is about to erupt. The scene dramatically shifts as Luffy, accompanied by the indomitable Zoro, the cunning Law, the fierce Kid, and the relentless Killer, steps onto the battlefield. The moment is poignant. Luffy, moved by the fallen samurai and Kinemon's fading resolve, takes up the mantle to defeat Kaido. In a breathtaking display, Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Red Rock clashes against Kaido, and this is a declaration of his unyielding resolve to become the Pirate King. What unfolds next is a symphony of chaos and strategy. Zoro, armed with his newly mastered Homurasaki, slices through Big Mom's fiery assault, while Law's shambles manipulates the battlefield with precision. Kid and Killer, not to be outdone, showcase their unique powers, adding to the fervor of the clash. Yet, Kaido, unyielding and formidable, transforms into his dragon form, taking the battle to the skies alongside Big Mom. The confrontation escalates into a dance of power and agility. Law's Gammon Knife, Killer's Kama Sonic, and Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Rhino Schneider are mere glimpses of the relentless assault against the Emperors. But it's Zoro who captures our breath, boldly intercepting Kaido's Bolo Breath with Hiryu Kaien. Undoubtedly, this is a move of both bravery and sacrifice. Luffy refuses to relent. His Gomu Gomu no Kong Gatling hammers at Kaido. However, the ferocity of this assault comes at a cost, draining Luffy of his haki and leaving him vulnerable. In these moments of peril, it's the unity and quick thinking of the alliance that turns the tide. Zoro's prospective instincts shield Luffy from Lin Lin's wrath. On the other side, Chopper, in a moment of genius, reverses the despair of the Ice Oni virus with his Chopperphage nebulizer. The antidote is simply a beacon of hope amidst chaos. Meanwhile, the narrative weaves in the plight of Sanji, ensnared by Black Maria. In a call for help that resonates with trust and desperation, Sanji reaches out to Robin. Her timely arrival alongside Brook is a display of strength and camaraderie. It's a reminder of the unbreakable bonds within the Straw Hat crew. In another corner of the battlefield, we witness the internal struggle of Momonosuke. His moment of self-doubt is a reflection of the burdens he carries, yet he reveals his transformative ability, hinting at his latent potential. Yamato's concern for Luffy and eagerness to confront Kaido adds another layer of complex dynamics to the conflict. Yamato chooses her idol Odin over her father Kaido, but we have to address her as he since she identifies herself as a boy. Then, the story takes us to a shocking revelation. Orochi, previously believed to be dead, is alive and wreaking havoc in the castle alongside Fukurokuju. In a dramatic encounter, the scabbards, having regained consciousness, come face to face with a figure resembling Odin. However, they quickly discern that this is a ruse, a living painting controlled by a still-alive Kanjuro. Ashura heroically sacrifices himself to save the others from the painting's self-destruction. Their journey takes a tense turn as they cross paths with Orochi and Fukurokuju. Despite Orochi's transformation and an attempt to flee by Fukurokuju, the scabbards decisively decapitate 6 of Orochi's heads in a display of samurai prowess. This section of the arc underscores their dedication and bravery, hallmarks of their character throughout the series. The focus then shifts to the rooftop, where the supernovas, despite being wounded, devise a strategy to separate the two emperors, Big Mom and Kaido. They endure a devastating combo attack, Hakai, with Zoro sustaining serious injuries while briefly blocking it. Luffy, Kid, and Law demonstrate remarkable synergy and tactical acumen in their fight against the Emperors. Kid constructs an airtight box to trap Zeus, while Law and Zoro focus on neutralizing Prometheus and Napoleon. The climax of this confrontation is Big Mom being pushed off Onigashima, leaving her stranded without her homies. In a pivotal moment, Zoro faces Kaido and manages to inflict a second permanent scar on him using his 9-sword style, Asurabake Mojo no Tawamure. This act cements Zoro's position as one of the most formidable swordsmen in the series, showcasing his incredible strength and resilience. Despite the overwhelming odds, Luffy stands tall, revealing his newfound understanding of infusing Haoshoku Haki into his attacks. This development marks a significant evolution in Luffy's abilities. However, his inexperience with this advanced technique leads to his defeat and subsequent fall off Onigashima. Is Luffy dead, or will he come back? Well, we all know the answer, don't we? The narrative then takes us through various encounters between the Straw Hats and the Beast Pirates. Big Mom, now accompanied by her new special cloud companion, Hera, clashes with Kid and Killer. Law, showcasing his strategic mind, quickly shifts the battlefield by relocating Zoro and Zeus, setting up new confrontations. The focus shifts to Kinemon, who confronts Kanjuro disguised as Odin. Despite Kanjuro's deception and subsequent attack, Kinemon demonstrates his resolve, defeating the traitor. However, he faces a dire situation as Kaido attacks, leaving him heavily injured. In a gripping narrative twist, Momonosuke, hidden with Shinobu, reads his father's journal and realizes the gravity of their situation. He bravely transmits Luffy's message across Onigashima, inspiring the alliance to keep fighting. Shinobu and Momonosuke's escape is fraught with danger, leading to a climactic confrontation between Yamato and Kaido atop the Skull Dome. Chaos erupts on the live floor, where Chopper confronts Queen in a fierce battle. Despite Chopper's valiant efforts in his monster point form, Queen's formidable abilities, enhanced by Parasparah's support, make the fight increasingly difficult. The situation worsens with Bao Huang's announcement of Luffy's defeat by Kaido, demoralizing the alliance. However, Sanji's timely intervention dramatically shifts the tide. With his Diablo Jamba rotisserie strike, he not only saves Chopper from a critical hit, but also counters Parasparah's candy shower. This moment is crucial as it showcases Sanji's strength and quick thinking, turning a dire situation into an opportunity for the alliance to regroup and regain their morale. In another part of the battlefield, Nami, Usopp, and Tama face the fearsome Ulti. The revelation that Zeus now inhabits Nami's climb attack adds an interesting twist, empowering Nami with a sentient weapon. Zeus has been abandoned by Big Mom, and Nami is kind enough to accept him again despite the betrayal. The ensuing skirmish is a sign of their teamwork and resourcefulness. Nami's clever use of Zeus, combined with Usopp's Midoriboshi Sargasso, turns the tables on Ulti. This segment not only highlights Nami's growth as a fighter, but also underscores the importance of teamwork in overcoming powerful foes. The narrative then shifts back to Sanji as he faces off against Queen. This encounter is significant, not just for its high-stake action, but also for revealing more about Queen's abilities and connections to Sanji's past. The fight illustrates Sanji's resilience and adaptability, qualities essential for the Alliance's success. Meanwhile, Tama's influence over the Gifters adds another layer of complexity to the battle. It shows her unique ability to sway the allegiance of the enemy forces. On the other hand, Jinbei's battle with Who's Who is another highlight. The former warlord's struggle against the Tobiropo and their subordinates is a display of skill and determination. In this battle, the revelation of Who's Who's past and his connection to the Gomu Gomu no Mi adds depth to the conflict. This makes us think that something big is coming up. But Jinbei's victory is not just a physical triumph, but also a moral one as he stands up against the dark history and ideologies represented by his opponent. The CP0 agents provide a strategic overview of the war, using a Go board to illustrate the shifting tides of conflict. This perspective offers insight into the larger scope of the battle, highlighting the changing dynamics and the impact of individual confrontations on the overall war effort. Meanwhile, we see Luffy and the Heart Pirates. Law's crew desperately tries to heal Luffy, and it shows the resilience of the Straw Hat Captain. His miraculous recovery and the humorous demand for meat after being resuscitated encapsulates the blend of seriousness and levity characteristic of One Piece. On the other hand, Frankie finds himself in a tough spot in the Right Brain Tower. He's outnumbered and has to keep moving while fighting. But things take a turn when Tama uses her power, turning some enemies into allies. This gives Frankie a chance to face Sasaki, one of the powerful Tobiropo, in a one-on-one battle. Their fight is fierce. Sasaki transforms into his man-beast form and uses his spinning frill to attack. Frankie, in his Frankie Shogun mecha, counters with his own moves. Despite Frankie's general shield and cannon attacks, Sasaki keeps coming back. But Frankie's quick thinking and the Frankie Radical Beam finally bring Sasaki down, marking a big win for the Straw Hats. Meanwhile, on the Skull Dome's roof, a dramatic scene unfolds between Kaido and his son Yamato. Kaido acknowledges Yamato's strength, but their conversation reveals deep family conflicts. Yamato resents being bound to Wano and dreams of freedom, something Kaido doesn't approve of. The tension escalates when they both transform into their powerful human beast forms and engage in a fierce battle. Yamato is determined to protect Wano and defy his father's plans, showcasing his strength and resolve to this intense father-son clash. In the banquet hall, things get tricky for Robin and Brook. They're trapped in Black Maria's illusion mist, which conjures up visions of their lost loved ones. But they're not easily fooled. Robin uses her powers to reveal the true nature of these illusions, and they manage to escape Black Maria's initial attacks. As the chase continues, Robin and Brook skillfully dodge and counter Black Maria's moves. Brook's ice powers prove crucial in their escape. But when Robin faces Black Maria one-on-one, it's a battle of wits and strength. Robin recalls her training with the Revolutionary Army and uses a clever strategy to defeat Black Maria with the Grand Jacuzzi Clutch, and we witness her growth as a fighter. Elsewhere, Luffy and the Heart Pirates are regrouping. Despite being offered food, Luffy's appetite seems insatiable. Luckily, they encounter Caribou, who provides them with much-needed supplies. A touching moment happens when Momonosuke and Shinobu reunite with Luffy. Momonosuke is upset about Kinemon and Kikunojo's fate, but Luffy encourages him to stay strong. In a pivotal moment, Momonosuke agrees to use Shinobu's power to mature his body into an adult. This is a significant step as it will enable him to transform into a dragon and fly Luffy back to Onigashima, setting the stage for the next phase of their mission. Round 2 of Kaido vs Luffy is on. The Wano Arc Part 6 is a roller coaster of emotions. We see the Straw Hat Pirates' resilience, strength, and the deep bonds they share. Each character's journey is filled with growth, making this arc a memorable and vital part of the One Piece saga. Part 7 of this recap is going to be super exciting, so stay tuned and believe in Monkey D. Luffy.